Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to share something that has the power to completely change the way you look at life, productivity, and even yourself. It's not a fancy technique, it's not some secret formula that only a few people know. It's something so simple, so small, that most people overlook it. But when you apply it consistently, it can transform your life in ways you never imagined. Today, we are talking about the life-changing secret of one simple promise, the promise to grow a little every single day. Now, before you scroll past or think, "Oh, I've heard this before," I want you to pause and really think about what it means. Growing a little every day doesn't mean making massive changes all at once. It doesn't mean overhauling your life in a week or trying to become perfect overnight. It's not about perfection. It's about consistent, tiny steps. A single promise, made to yourself every morning, that says, "Today, I will grow, even if it's just a little." Imagine this: you decide that today, you will learn one new thing. Maybe it's reading a paragraph from a book, maybe it's practicing a skill for 10 minutes. Maybe it's saying something kind to someone, or simply organizing a small part of your life. That's it. Just one small act of growth. And then you do it again tomorrow. And again the day after. It doesn't sound like much, but here's the secret: these small actions compound. Just like money in a bank account, your growth adds up over time. One small promise kept today might not feel like much, but a year from now, that promise could turn you into a completely different person. You see, most people want change to be instant. They want overnight success, immediate results, and fast transformations. And that's why so many people give up. They try to do too much, too fast, and when they fail, they think, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never get there." But here's the truth: real growth doesn't happen in a day. Real growth is a journey, not a sprint. And the most powerful growth strategy of all is this: promise yourself that you will grow a little every single day. Not a lot, just a little. Now, I know what you might be thinking: that sounds great, but how do I even start? It's simple. First, make the promise. Say it out loud to yourself: "I promise that today, I will grow a little." That's it. You don't have to figure out how you'll grow for the rest of the year. Just focus on today. Then, take one small action. Read one paragraph of a book. Write one sentence in your journal. Spend 5 minutes practicing a skill. Send a kind message to someone. The action doesn't matter as much as the commitment. It's about keeping the promise to yourself. One of the most powerful parts of this secret is that it works for everyone. It doesn't matter your age, your background, your job, or where you are in life. Growth is growth, no matter how small. Even if you only grow by 1% each day, in a year, that 1% adds up to massive change. That's the magic of compounding. And when you look back a year from now, you won't recognize the person you were. That little promise, kept every day, will have shaped your life in ways you couldn't have imagined. Growth doesn't always have to be about work, learning, or skills. Growth can be about your mindset, your habits, your relationships, and even your emotions. It can be about becoming a better listener, being more patient, showing more gratitude, or even forgiving someone. Every time you keep your promise to grow a little, you are investing in yourself. And the beauty of it is that growth is never wasted. Even on days when you feel like you've done nothing. Even on days when life feels heavy, the promise itself, the commitment to try, is already progress. Now, here's a little secret that most people overlook: the promise isn't about what you accomplish. It's about who you become. You see, when you promise yourself to grow a little every day, you start building identity. You start becoming the kind of person who keeps promises. You start becoming someone who values progress over perfection. Someone who understands that life is a series of small steps, not giant leaps. And identity, my friends, is the real game changer. Once you see yourself as a person who grows every day, habits, opportunities, and results start to follow naturally. I want you to think about your life right now. Are there areas where you've been stagnant? Maybe you've been telling yourself, "I'll start tomorrow," for weeks, months, or even years. That's where this promise comes in. You don't need to fix everything at once. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to grow a little today. That's all. And tomorrow, you do it again. And the day after. That's how ordinary people achieve extraordinary results, one tiny promise kept at a time. Here's another key point: it's okay if some days you grow less than others. Life isn't always perfect. Some days are harder than others. Some days you might only manage a tiny step, maybe even just one thought of improvement. That's okay. The important part is that you keep the promise. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Remember, small steps done consistently create momentum, and momentum creates transformation. And here's the magic: the more you grow, the more motivated you become to grow. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small and fragile, but as it keeps moving, it gathers speed, strength, and size. That's what happens when you honor your promise to grow a little every day. You start seeing small wins. You feel more confident. You see progress, and that progress fuels more action. Growth becomes a natural part of your life. Let me give you an example. Think about someone like a musician, an athlete, or an entrepreneur. They didn't start at the top. They didn't become masters overnight. They started with one small step, one practice, one pitch, one attempt, every day. And over time, those small steps added up to extraordinary results. That's exactly what you can do too. You don't need a perfect plan, a huge amount of time, or any special talent. You just need to promise yourself to grow a little every day and then actually do it. So, how do you make this promise stick? Here's a tip: write it down. Place it somewhere you'll see it every morning. Maybe on a sticky note on your mirror, in your journal, or as a reminder on your phone. Make it impossible to forget. Every day, look at that note and say, "Today, I will grow a little." And then, no matter how small, take an action that honors that promise. You'll be surprised at how powerful this simple daily habit can be. Growth isn't a destination. It's a journey. Every day is a chance to be a little better, a little stronger, a little wiser, and a little kinder. Stay consistent, stay committed, and watch your life change, one small step at a time.